Welcome. I am Crime Queen. If you are joining us for the first time, it's the channel where we have fun with words and numbers, numerology to be precise. So we are looking at the magic of numbers. And I'm trying to keep this simple, but I have a tendency to just worm my way in because, of course, Eve, the serpent. Okay, so this is let there be light. These were Mother Eve's first words. Let there be. Let's just say this. Let there be. So here I'm going to say, let there be light in what we are doing, and there be light in what we are doing. Okay, so and it's to keep have simple equations so that people can get the juice of what is going on in these presentations. So in Mother Eve's thing, the first letter is L. Now it has a numerical value of 3. Now, we have seen how 3, of course, is the magic number, that when we turn it this way, it's an M, and turn it this way, it's an E, and this way, E, a W, and it becomes the lovely flower, the lovely 8-pointed flower. Okay, so this is 3. We know this. Okay, equals here. Now, of course, 8 is the number of God. Now, let's try and keep this simple, that it has 2 strokes with it here. In actual fact, the mere fact it has 2 strokes, because Mother Eve is the said God, S-A-I-D, the God who speaks, the God who has, the said God. When we have done the numerical value for the said God altogether, that equals 5. Now, if we do for Eve, meaning said, that means 6, which is saying, or in actual fact, we add the number, or we add the 6. So basically, we are Mother Eve. Okay. So this is how we know that we are also. That reminds me, because we have 6 different species within us as well, we are made, meaning Mother Eve has the number 6, which correlates. So we match with her makeup in that sense. We match with her makeup because she also equals number 6. I have done the numerical value, which is 15. Hence, it is said that the number 15 is the love number. So, and again, number 6 is the love number. Number 9 is the love number. 69 is the love number. Okay, 6 plus 9 is 15. That's why I'm saying that. I bet you were thinking other things. Okay. Now, basically, so we are looking at here now. We see that in the S, because Mother Eve is the serpent, Mother Eve is the snake, Mother Eve is speech, Mother Eve is the voice. She is everything. She is the serpent that comes to a straight line. She's in a straight line. She can be, as we have seen, she could be the rod of Moses, and she could be the serpent of Pharaoh, and vice versa. So there was that interplay of Mother Eve in action as the story of the 10 Commandments. We have seen the movie. Yeah. So basically, they're, like we could say, 2 entities in one. But these are really her attributes of her makeup, her gifts, her talents, her intelligence, her wisdom, her characteristics, her ability to perform all creations. It's like now men have aeroplanes. That's an extension of their feet or their wings, because it goes up in the air. So we could say that the aeroplane has become an extension of ourselves, and that's what it has been like with the aid for Mother Eve. Thank you, Mother Eve. So and so we see that the A hair, for instance, which is very symbolic of the pyramid, of that which can it is what it is, in the sense of it is also three in one. This is again another aspect of when Christians say about the Trinity. Now, like we are looking at, I'm still wanting to concentrate on the magic of one. So why I am saying the magic of one, so we have seen here there's a three in one in that aspect of the serpent. So 3 has the value of, L has the value of 3. We've seen that here. And that means 3 has that vibration, the ability to become this complete 8-petal flower. So of course, that in itself is 8. We could say 3 equals 8 in this sense. Now, of course, when we do the numerical value, that's just looking at something here. Okay, so we could see how when we turn these in different direction, they perform different images. That's what the snake is able to do. So that is really the S in curved in these two aspects, we could say. So this is the S here. Right, it's just like it's become very flexible. It's like L is a lever, but it has become very flexible here. It reminds me of a tool. I think one of these spanners, though, that curved one, where instead of having like an elbow, a kind of curved elbow. All right. Then we have for 1, let's also do this, because we are looking at the magic of 1. So this is 1, and we'll write 1 as in the number 1. There's something that I had not known any other person to be doing, but that came to me very, as I say, everything I do seems to be intuitive. I may be in the middle of something and it's like I just get a download to do something else, and I may be even wondering where it came from. But however, it's the idea that I had already prayed to have that wisdom and want to know the full meaning and deep meaning of the numbers. That was something I prayed for. So this is 6. This is 5, 5. So we are looking at 16. So really 1 equals 7. So 1 equals 7. And the magic of this 7 is in essence consists of the whole. Meaning the 6 days of creation and the day of rest. So that would really give a sense of wholeness. But we must remember, I have discovered that there are 14 gods in Genesis. So maybe there is 7 that is balancing on one side and 7 on the other side. But this is giving us the picture of one set or one side. Now, of course, that coincides with the name Jesus Christ. It also coincides with Mother Eve. I have done this on numerous presentations. So Jesus is 11 and Christ is 5. So if we add those two together, we would see. So when it is said that Jesus Christ is the one, like in the Matrix, when it is said to Keanu Reeves, I don't remember his name in the movie, when it was said, you are the one. So basically, there is no lie in that. Everyone is the one. So we just need to really be applying the faith that Morpheus really was able to let him believe enough in himself to say, yes, maybe I am the one, but it's that one that needs to cut away, because that's where the polarities come into play. He would have to leave another part of him, another part of that 7 behind, and meaning the 7 itself is very, very symbolic of its ability to cut away of from itself. So that is a magic of one. One can really, we can see here, one can really split away from itself. So this is Mother Eve again. So we are looking at the said God when we do the numerical value for the said God, because here is 6 and here is 8. If we add this 6 plus 8 together, that would be 14. So the said God equals 14. She has in her title here, she has in her title the 14 gods. They don't know, I don't think the other gods really know or is aware that she is the constituent of all the gods, but that's what she is. And she has the ability to tear herself away as a serpent, S-E-R-P-E-N-T, make herself present, which is the same word. Hence we can see where the word may be absent. I think absent is actually 7 as well. Okay, let's do this. So this is 2, 5, 5, 7, 9, 5, 1. So this is 10, this is 20, this is 25, 25, and 7 would be 32, 33, 34. So 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, so that's the serpent. So we are talking about Mother Eve being the said God, because whenever we see God said, that is the said God. God made, that is the made God. God formed, that is the formed God. That's how it is in the scriptures. Now, just to show you, we see that the serpent was one. She was the one in the garden, we could say, who said to the woman is number 3, that which would give life, because it's that vibration. Hence it is said that the woman could at one time make a child of herself, because she had so much vibration. The vibration was so intense in her. She could make her own, the child could come out. And I have seen that from the documentaries on Dr. Blair, who of course has given references to the research that really backs up this statement. So let's look at absent, because A-B-S-E-N-T, and this is 1, because this is 2, 1, 2, 1, and we see the scent. Meaning, now that's another thing, because Mother Eve had given us the spirit of sound mind. So where we see absent, it's like saying there is the smell. We could see, we know it's S-C-E-N-T, but the scent, it's like either you send it away, but there's a scent aspect to it. So you're not really away from it completely. 5, 5. The AB, so it's 3, A and B equals 3, so 3 is sent, so there's a 3 that is sent. Okay, absent. So here we are, this is 3 and 1, 4, and 10 is 14, 15, 16. So absent, this is the thing, absent, 1 plus 6 is 7. Absent and present is really one and the same. Something is absent because you are not where it is, or it's not where you're at, but it is there. Now, why is it there? I have to give you this because I discovered this, but it is there. T-H-E-R-E, meaning in the word there, it is still here. H-E-R-E. Now, there is much more to it, but I won't go into that right now. So, absent is still here. And to realize something is absent is still part of you. If you do not realize something is absent, then, or the consciousness of it's absent, then it is not. once you realize the consciousness of something is not absent, it means you are obscured to the other part of it, but you are conscious of it being present. Okay, so we see that's the magic of number 7 right here. Now, another thing to point out, to just bring that math back into itself perfectly and succinct, if I may say, just watch this. The word 7, we are talking about 1 and we are talking about 7. S-E-V-E-N. 1, 5, 4, 5, 5. Now, I always say, where you see all these 5s together, it may not even seem like the Garden of Eden, but Mother Eve is very present there. So 5, 5, 5, that's 15, particularly in 3 5s. Mother Eve is there. Now, actually, she is there with the N, which is in the word new. I'm just working out, and the V almost looks like a U, but Mother Eve is also right here in the middle of 7, which equals 14, like I have done here. So we can see the real magic unfolding right before your very eyes. That's so right before our eyes. This is why the serpent, I think in Jungle Book, I really do love Jungle Book, and it says go to sleep, trying to hypnotize Mogul, you know, it's just, yeah, but that's what the serpent does. It's hypnotic, and that's why people like in India are able to put it to sleep. That's Mother Eve showing her character in the creature, so we could see that's what it's all about. So back to counting. So there we have 1 plus 5 here is 6. 6 plus 5, because 14 is 5. 1 plus 4, 5, and plus 6, and that equals 2. Meaning 11. 5 plus 6 is 11. We see where 11 comes into that 9, 11 again. If we were to do the word for 11, we would get 9. We see how the completion of number 1 would go right into number 11, meaning number 9. Now, just to consolidate all of this, but the point I am saying here, we see, let's do 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now that 2 is the representation of absent and present. Now, isn't that delicious? Isn't that wonderful? And as I say, as 11, it becomes 9. It becomes 9, and so you can see the magic of 1 to 9, and that is in our sacrifice template. And just in case you are new to this this channel, this is Mother Eve here with her third eye open, showing us the way to be enlightened, to be like her, to be made and prove that we are made after her image and likeness, because we are, this is where it's important that we understand that we are man, woman, not just about male, female, because male, female were created by the Creator, which is part of Mother Eve as well. But to get a clearer perspective of the infinite aspect of ourselves is in the man and the woman. Hey, Christ said, always referred to himself as Son of Man. Son, who do you say I am? Who do you say the Son of Man is? The Son of Man. And even the I am is number 5. When he said that, he was not being all the scriptures are just coming beautifully. He was not saying that as being ego and talking about himself. Who do you say the I am is? I think that was, or the Son of Man is. So let me just leave you on the note about how we have, just to consolidate all of this here and see that. So we looked at number 1, which is L. It's the first letter, but it has 3. It consists of 3. We see how 3 can become, because it is so vibrant, which ties in with Dr. Albert Blair's research that I made reference to, that a woman can have the ability to have children on her own. So that meant that would be number 8, which is the set, the God set, or the set God. There is a God that set, because really in essence, or in numerical value, God is number 8. So this is why it is said that the woman, and particularly the black woman, was able to have children. She has the extra, I think it's 32, again, that's the number 32, and 32 equals high. She has the chromosomes. Now I'm going to do some more research on that to have brought about life. Of course, there you can see about the correlation of black with the dirt or darkness and so on. But in quoting Dr. Blair's research, which I'm going to follow up again. So because the black woman has extra chromosomes or something in her body that can make her actually give milk to any other child from any other race. She can produce milk out of her breast. She's the only one who can do that. So that is something that is very symbolic in itself, as it is real. Okay, now that is moving a little bit more into another side, but right now, as I'm saying, I am looking at black, white, as in my other thing, as function. The function is what we are talking about. So we see here that 3 is that 8-petal flower, that number 8 that coincides with the number of God here, which is 8, and the said God, which is the God of language, the God of speech, that which we add of the 6 makeup. We have 6 different species type like within us, and of course there is the man, woman in us. There is the he, him, there is the male, there is the female, and there is the he, them. We are constituents of, or we consist of those 6 entities, whatever they are, that experiments that we have resulted in. So that's what we are talking about here. Then, of course, we have seen that that comes to 14. Now, what comes to 14? We see Mother Eve is in the middle. Okay, 14, we see that becomes 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. Now, 5, why is 5? Where we really need to be seeing ourselves, because when we are 5, 5 is ending. 5 is ending. It is key. It is house. It is lock. And of course, when you have the key, it's not saying it is just a key to one door. It is key. It is the master key. In fact, the word master equals 22, I believe. So 22 is 4, meaning foundation, your north, south, east, and west. So that means when you are here, you are able to see your north, south, east, and west. You are in that new dimension because you have your third eye open. You are not limited to where you can be, see what you can have, what you can do, because third eye is open. This is where Christians tell you when you are in Christ, you are a new creature. This is no lie. You get into the number 6. It falls under the number 6. That is the precursor of being the fox, which you're going to move into here. But you go up, you have to get your new perspective, your new dimension, your new orders, your new model or module. Get to know your orientation, get to know where you're at, get you to know what's up here in your third eye, get to know and get to see the vastness of who you are. And so, of course, but that is by eating of the fruit. You eat the fruit that may not be a very delicious fruit. Oh, the bell is ringing. Now, my grandma would say, when the bell is ringing and you are speaking, you are saying the truth. So, get to eat of the fruit, and this is 6 o'clock in the evening. Eat of the fruit that may not be too delicious, because that's why it was said the tree of good and evil. You are getting a balance of who you are. You are getting the balance of the two aspects of yourself, that is left and right, up and down, present and absent. Getting to understand all of those polarities. So you can see how delicious this is. Remember, we done present was number 7 like 1, and absent was also 7. So there you are 1, and that applies to all of us. So we are ones in 1. Now 2 plus 2 sevens are 14. There we saw that we have the 2. We also did the numerical value for not only seeing that Eve here is 5, but we also see the symbol of her makeup. It's like she's saying, I am here. And she's telling you how flexible you need to be. She's saying you need to be as supple as this, or also rigid as this, because she is showing the two aspects. And this is why I say that when the absent, in this case, the absent of the other 7 is what forms the whole, which is an L here. So depending on how you're looking at it. So basically your axe is either up or it's down. You're ready to chop or you have put it down. You're ready to walk or you are standing. And we see here we have done this. And as we say, the 5 plus 6 here, because we added this separate, that becomes 11. 11, if we were to do the numerical value for 11, it equals 9, which in essence shows us 9. 9 would take us back to number 6. So that's the cycle of 1. 1 is the whole cycle. I am hoping you have seen. I think we need to just do the whole cycle of 9, because it is of 1, so we could see the magic. So basically we see how we have 7-Eleven. This is why, again, in America particularly, they have these shops going on, particularly the service stations would have 7-Eleven, meaning they're open from 7 to 11, but it is in itself all in one. Okay, so we see that the power of 7-Eleven here. And of course 11, when we add 11 together, just wanted to give you the whole picture. Okay, so 11, E-L-E, let's take this off. You have seen 7. E-L-E-V-E-N. Okay, so this is 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5. As I say, all those 5s, Mother Eve is present. So this is 10, 20, 24, and 3, 27. 2 plus 7 is 9. This is what I'm talking about. So we have seen how number 1 is also number 9. Of course, we have seen that number 1 here is the derivative of number 10. So basically, it's the knot stuck together with the 9 that makes it 10. There we are. So this is 1. So it's the reverse of 10. 9 is the reverse of 10 because that's why it births newness. It's birthing, going around to turn. It's like you can imagine that the arrow, it's going back this way, because it comes down from the womb. Although the womb, it goes head first, if you like, whichever way. But there we are. That's why Mother Eve is asking us to count backwards now. Okay. Oh, this is really very delicious. But these are things that you may need to watch them over and over to really get it. But when you get it, you will be getting every presentation that I've done. So this is why I'm going over these. So I know they're very deep, but they are key, and we just ask number 5, the serpent, Mother Eve, waters or bowl of water, and says, show me wisdom, give me wisdom. And let there be wisdom, and there be wisdom. There you go. Thank you.